come on StreamYard and debate. Someone came on.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, how are you doing? Thanks for coming on. I was asking, are you like a skeptic or atheist?
Yeah, I'm an atheist. Specifically an atheist to the Christian God. I could point out contradictions in the Christian God. I guess I'm an agnostic to any other type of gods in that I can't point you like the exact contradictions, but I don't believe those either.
So you said you can point out some contradictions?
Correct. Yeah, like in the Christian God.
What about if I can point out some contradictions as what atheists say about science? Like, is science? How would you define a fact?
As an unveritably true, like truth, I guess.
Okay. Would you agree if it's a stated observation?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I heard you say that like theories aren't true. Like that's false. The
Wait.
term
What's a
theory?
Yeah, okay, well, define a theory. What's a theory?
So in the scientific world, when we use a theory, it's it's a fact about a certain thing, like the theory of. Okay, so do you think gravity is not real?
No. Okay, a theory is actually right here. See, I'm going to remove it. I got it pulled up, and he said it's a fact. It's an explanation based on extensive evidence. All right?
Yeah.
So it's only
like it's a verifiable fact.
Right? Is that what it showed when I showed it right there? Can you read this? Can you read what a theory is?
An explanation based on extensive evidence. Yes. So that explanation is a fact based on the evidence.
Can you read what a fact is? It's right at the top. You don't got to
stated observation. Yeah.
So a theory and a fact are two different descriptions and definitions right there.
Yeah, well, a theory is a type of fact, so it's a stated observation based on.
A theory is not a fact. A theory is a way they're explaining why they think something is true from their studies. Basically, they've tried to look at evidences and they said, this is why we think it's true. It's a theory. A fact is a stated observation. Okay, if a cat
So do you believe that like atoms exist?
Okay, that's why you got to mute the atheist. So if a cat was giving birth to a cat, that's a stated observation. Okay? If you're studying and trying to produce research on why a cat is giving birth to a dog, you may come up with a theory, but you haven't seen it. Okay?
Okay, so do you believe that there are atoms?
Yeah, atoms.
Okay, so atomic theory is only a theory. We have not seen actual atoms before. It's only a theory. So the fact that you believe that, excuse me.
You okay? Are you allergic to cats?
No. No, I hit my vaporizer.
Okay, so you just said we can't see atoms, right?
Yeah, but we know that they're real, right? Like you're not denying that they're real. It's only a theory.
Is this wrong right here? It says, however, we can see atoms with a special type of microscope called a scanning tunnel microscope.
And when was that?
So is that wrong?
I mean, when were we able to see them? Because we knew about atoms before we were able to observe them.
Yeah, it's in the Bible. That's where in
In the
Romans talks
Bible?
about. Yeah, yeah. Have you read the
Okay.
Bible?
Yeah.
You have? Well, where does it talk about atoms? Do you know?
Nope. Don't know.
Okay.
Wait,
Well,
here.
if you have the
So
Bible,
can I ask you a question about like the
now let
properties
me
of
read.
God, and I
Let
can
me
show
read
you the
it.
contradictions?
Let me read it. In Romans 1:20, it says, "For the invisible things," okay, because they couldn't see the atoms, the invisible things of Him from creation of the world were clearly seen, being understood by the things that were made, even His eternal power and Godhead. So they are without excuse. So do you believe that we came from nothing?
No.
You believe life came from non-life?
No, that is not what I believe at all.
So there was life. There's always been life.
Yeah, well, matter has always existed. We got through life here through abiogenesis and then the process of evolution.
So what is life? Can you define it?
Let me see.
Is a rock life?
No, a rock is not life.
Okay, so at some point, whenever the Earth was supposedly formed from the particles that were already in existence, what brought the life onto Earth? Did it come from a rock? Are you saying life actually exists out in outer
No,
space?
do you know what abiogenesis is?
Yeah, it's let me pull it up right here, but it's basically saying that life come from non-life.
No, it means that cells were able to duplicate.
Okay, so this right here is wrong. It says the contention that life can arise from non-life.
What are you
That's the
reading that off of?
definition.
What is that
I just
from?
got it off the website, but we can
What
look it
website? I'm
up.
trying to figure out where you got it from, dude.
All right, so that's why we get potty mouths. See, when you put them in a corner, they start cussing. They can't have a civil discussion. He's already been proven wrong 4 times. He's going to be on my YouTube channel. See, that's what I wanted to do in this little experiment. I wanted to draw in the little atheists. See, what they do is they get on TikTok and they talk over you and they mute and they change the subject and they run over here, just like kind of denominations. But I love that guy so, I really do. But what he's been proven wrong 3 times within like 5 minutes, it's going to be great. And then he starts having to call me names, attack the person because he's been proven wrong over and over. It's sad, but that's the way they are on little TikTok. They're little kids, the keyboard warriors, and can't get any of them to come and do a civil debate. And I'm going to already expose this Justin guy where he lies constantly and he mutes you. So it's kind of nice to kind of expose them in their own little bitty world on TikTok. And I want to prove another point here before I get off. We're going to look at this right here. So I'm going to show another source. So this was a different one, since he wants to know. Of course, it's the first thing that come up. I know when I went to college, you couldn't use Wikipedia right there, but it says, look, life arises from non-living matter. Wow, proven wrong again. All right. So you can go to different websites and you're going to get that. Okay. So he thinks that somehow life in outer space that can't even sustain life somehow produced life on this planet that came from little particles that existed. It just don't work. It don't work. Yep. Got no facts. That's right. But I do love them, Kentucky. But see, those people like that, you got to get a little stern with, so they'll start realizing. Yeah, and I'm going to play a video where an older guy, he disproves or shows that abiogenesis is not true. Yeah, right, Eddie. Where did dust come from? Yep. Hey, you guys take care, all right? Another atheist going on my YouTube channel, building them up for my show that I'm going to be doing on Justin pretty soon about how he wanted to prove contradictions And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how he just talked about how basically Strong's is not really a good source, and how you got to use, what did he use, Browns or something. It's kind of funny. You guys have to just watch. All right, take care. Hey, don't be an atheist. Life is too short. Believe in the God of the Bible, right? He loves you. He sent his son for you. Have a good evening.